Hi everyone, welcome back. My name is Demis from Demis Plays. You guys should know that's the name of the channel. And we're here to talk some Marvel Tokon. Look, they dropped some heavy news on us. The game's already out. I was debating revisiting this topic, but I kinda had to. And look, tests and data miners and all that shit, it's going down as we speak. So I'm kinda running out of time to make this video, so enjoy the most impromptu, crunchy ass video ever, right? So we're gonna pop this off. Boom. I don't know why I said boom, you saw the picture right now, but this is the full roster for Marvel Tokon. Now, if you're a fan of the channel, which I hope you are, I don't know, am I fan worthy? I hope so by this point, it's been 2 years. I did a video on what I thought the roster of this game was going to look like, and boy was I wrong. And look, I go back and I read every comment. You guys are kind of grilling me for that because my dumbass, oh, this sounds awful to say, I forgot about the women, bro. I did not put a single woman on my roster, bro. It was the hustless roster, not counting the ones that are already on the X-Men team, so yikes, right? But ignoring that though, I don't know how to feel about this roster, man. I like it, you know, I'm downloading the beta right now, I'm hyped to play it. I'm gonna be maining my boy Robbie Reyes, but let's talk about it, you know, why not? So right off the bat, I was wrong on so many characters, and that's because I thought the curveballs that this game was gonna throw, I could see them. You know, I thought I had that 2020 vision when it came to that shit. No, they threw even more curveballs, and we're gonna get into that later on. But I got 3 characters right, you know, hey, so three ain't bad, right? I got Hulk, Blade, and Loki. Hulk was kind of a shoo-in, right? You know, I'm thinking Potemkin, I'm thinking big grappler, so of course Hulk is gonna be in the game. But then Blade, you know, as soon as I saw the aura that he had in Marvel Rivals, I was like, he has to be in, there's no way. You know, he has a game that's never going to come out, he has a movie that's never going to come out, so he has stuff kind of going for him right up here in our minds, so I'm glad that he made it in. I'm going to be definitely checking him out too. And then Loki, again, I was predicting the curveballs, you know, like Thor's not going to make it in, it's going to be Loki, so here we are with Loki, and he looks great too, honestly. I think going into the game, my team is definitely going to be the Samurai Outriders. I might swap out Loki for Carnage or Green Goblin just because, you know, I love my Spider-Man like that. But I'm hyped to play it, you know. And speaking of, we're going to go team by team. I'm just going to give my thoughts on what I think about everyone, right? So first off, Unbreakable X-Men. I think it's a pretty solid team, honestly. You know, you got to have Storm in there, Wolverine. Magic is kind of the curveball, but she's popular enough. She's cool. I'm glad she's here. Danger, though, I don't know how to feel about Danger. And, you know, she's also in X-Men 97 as well now, which kind of defeats the purpose of it being called X-Men 97, but whatever. It's X-Men 2000s, I guess. What a weird character to put, right? Like, why her? She's not a major character. I don't see Marvel doing a big push for her, right? Like, there's rumors of a Tokon, like, Fortnite collaboration. Is she gonna be a skin in Fortnite? Like, that's crazy motion for a character with no motion. But, you know, she looks cool. I see why they put her in. She's kind of like the weirdo, you know, the same with that Smash Bros. That's like Duck Hunt Dog and shit like that. I would have preferred Vision to be my robot, but it is what it is. And then we have the Amazing Guardians, which I think this team, from the reaction that I saw online, from my own thoughts as well, this is the weirdest team on here. Because it doesn't really make much sense when you look at it together, right? Because Spider-Man and Miss Marvel makes sense, because you could put them in the Champions. But then you think about it and it's like, well, okay, if we're doing a Champions thing, let's just put Miles Morales in there. You know what I mean? But obviously the game is doing their own thing, making up its own rules, and that's fine, that's totally fine. You got Star-Lord, Anthony Parker. Star-Lord had to be in the game, you know, you gotta have the Guardians rep. I'm glad that for once we gave Rocket Raccoon and Groot a break. No, I'm just saying I don't like those characters, but Star-Lord just really, you know, he wasn't in Marvel 3. He wasn't in Infinite. At least I don't believe he was, and if he was, then I'm sorry I don't remember much about Marvel Infinite. I try to kind of erase it from my memory. Penny Parker, though. Spider-Man is the Batman of Marvel, and that makes sense to me, and maybe to you too, when I explain it this way. That every game, the same way DC meat rides Batman, and every roster has to have a bunch of Batman characters in it, because just look at DC KO. What are we doing, right? Like, I was thinking DC KO was going to be the NetherRealm game over Injustice 3, but I guess we're going mobile, and that's our competition, right? So Marvel, you guys are pretty clean for right now. Penny, though, is a weird pick. She's like my weird character from the Amazing Guardians, right? Because I get why. It's a very, how can I say this, like, Japanese influenced game, so hey, if we need another Spider-Man character, let's put Penny in there. And she looks great. I think she looks super badass. I love the big mech that she's in, the animations and everything. It looks like she's gonna be a menace to fight, and I'm kind of worried about like the spammers on that. I'm trying to think. I'm traumatized from Injustice 2, so I'm thinking back like, who is gonna be the Deathshot of this game? I was thinking Iron Man, right? But God, it might be Penny Parker, man. From what I'm seeing, she's moving on like Shenko as well. So I guess moving on to with the fighting Avengers, not much to really say there. It's the Avengers. You gotta have Cap, you gotta have Iron Man. Shuri is nice, you know, more female reps, and you know she's the Black Panther of the MCU right now. Depending on how you feel about that, I don't mind it, right? I think she looks cool. She does what Black Panther should be doing, so not really an argument to be made there. And then my boy Hulk, I love what they're doing with the Savage Land armor and like that whole story that they're going with. I'm hyped to get into that. You know, I haven't seen any spoilers on anything or where the story's going. I just know it has to do with the champion and like all the space dudes, the gods and all that, which again, crazy pull, mind you. It could have easily been like some Battle World shit, but we got Knights Doom, and this team was crazy, right? Because we had Doom, Magneto, and I was thinking, you know, you're gonna have like Kang or Thanos or something. No, we got Spider-Man villains, so this is where they put their love for Spider-Man, or hate for Spider-Man, right? Because they put his two biggest ops there. Green Goblin, I'm so hyped he's here. I'd love to have him in any other fighting game, but seeing him here and how he's designed, the same voice actor from Spectacular Spider-Man 2, that is so sick, man. I'm so pumped to check him out. And then Carnage, right? I put Venom in my list because, of course, why wouldn't Venom be in, right? He's in all the Marvel vs. Capcom games and everything, and it's Venom, right? But Carnage over Venom is crazy. Like, a crazy pick, but I see why, because you have more of a moveset potential with his weapons and stuff, and it's just like, I'm fanboying out right now, but hearing him talk and like his voice acting, oh dude, it's so good, bro. Like, Knights of Doom, great team there. If I would have changed anything, I would have just swapped out maybe a Spider-Man villain, but again, I'm happy they're here, so it's kind of hard for me to say that, you know. And then we got the Midnight Suns. The trailer called the Midnight Suns, but then Deadpool's sneaky changed it to Samurai Outriders, which is a weird name, right? Like, why that? I guess because they're like the anti-heroes, but it could have just been Midnight Suns still, bro. We got Ghost Rider Robbie Reyes, love him. We got Blade, which I wanted in there. Loki as well, which I would not have put Loki here, mind you. I would put him Knights Doom, if anything. And we got Deadpool. Deadpool is crazy for base roster, because I thought Deadpool would have been DLC. He's like the DLC seller. So if we're getting Deadpool on base roster, who are we getting for DLC? Because look, if I was going to pick DLC characters from this roster, it would have been Deadpool and I guess Carnage, right? Because the symbiotes, I just see money signs there, right? Like I'm talking as if I'm Mickey Mouse himself. But look, I think we have a good roster to start off with. Very weird that there's no Fantastic Four reps. And we're missing another rep, which I'm going to bring up right now when we talk about the DLC. But overall good. If I had to put characters that I'm like meh about, it'd probably be Penny Parker and Danger. But overall, pretty solid. I'm hyped to check this game out, man. Again, I have it downloaded right now, so I'm gonna record this as shoddy as it is, upload it by the time you see this, which should be like, what, like 10 minutes, and then just get to playing, because, you know, gotta get mad about something. It brings me to this, mind you. The most crispiest picture I could find, right? Because again, we're rushing this baby out. The production line is full swing. We got a reveal of our first DLC character, and I was not expecting this at all, mind you. We got Cyclops, and I know you're saying, but Demas. Cyclops is a main Marvel character, leader of the X-Men. Why would he not be in the game? Why is that a crazy pull? It's a crazy pull because we got Phoenix Cyclops. That's him when he's like at his lowest. Terrible story. So the fact that we got Phoenix Cyclops is insane. It's not just him, it's him like boosted up. And technically they're not breaking their rule. Because, you know, the guys over there at the Tokon dev team, they were like, we're going to put people in the game that we're going to try to like shine a spotlight on those that have not really been in a fighting game before. And hey, Cyclops has been in the game, but not Phoenix Cyclops. So that's where they get you there, man. So what does this tell us? You know, I feel like a lot of us thought, stupidly of course, I'm sorry, that all four characters were going to be the Fantastic Four. Because they're in the story mode, and they're kind of the basis why the game is 4v4, so why are they not here, right? And this is where it gets fun, because we're going to predict the rest of the DLC. Again, I didn't have the best track record on my original video, which go check it out again if you haven't. But maybe I will here, okay? Because I think having Phoenix Cyclops is very telling of where they're going with this. And what I mean by that is that they're going nowhere. They're not hyping up a team. I think what we're doing instead of the DLC is, here are cool characters we want to design, but we can't fit anywhere else. We're done with the teams, okay? And we got a stage as well. Gonna get the stage out of the way. I still hold strong that the stage is gonna be the Baxter building, okay? I think that is just an important, like, Marvel location that you really can't ignore, right? In the Marvel Universe by itself. I mean, we have like 2 New York stages as it is. If you want to get crazy with it, I would also argue to be the Sanctum Sanctorum. And if you want to get even crazier, and this is me being me, this is the deepest wish. I'm praying to Jirachi. I'm looking up at the sky, looking at shooting stars. What if it's the clock tower? What if it's... Did I mess that up? Oh my god, the fake fan of me. What if it's a watchtower? What if it's Sentry's watchtower, bro? That's what I would want. That's what I would want right there, right? Because if we're doing this, and it's time to predict my DLC roster, what I can tell from Phoenix Cyclops is that it doesn't have to be the main version of the character, right? Because we have Cyclops, but it's Phoenix Cyclops. So, big DLC pusher for me right here. God. I'm gonna go with Venom. Okay? I'm gonna go with Venom. He's going off of base roster. He's going DLC. And the reason why he's gonna be DLC is because he has 2 possibilities, okay? And maybe it's me copying out, breaking my rules, because I'm going A or B route here. What if Venom is Agent Venom, right? We don't have the Punisher. We don't have a guns and bullets guy. Well, I guess we have Deadpool, right? But you could make it fun if it's also a symbiote, right? Because now you have a guns and guy with a symbiote guy. Different version of Venom. I can totally see that happening. Even crazier. What if it's King in Black Venom? You got your wings. You got the all-black Necro Sword. That would be a crazy Venom moveset right there. A Venom that can fly. A Venom that has a sword. That would be insane. Editor Deanies, put up a picture of Venom right there. There we go. Perfect. If you haven't already, I love you. That's going to be my pick right there. Second pick. Oh, man. See, I only have 3 left, and this gets crazy, right? I'm going to break my rules a bit. I'm going to add an extra character. I can't help it, okay? But second character that I'm going to go with, it has to be the Fantastic Four, right? And it's one of those where it's like, okay, if we're not doing Johnny, you know, Sue, Reed, and Ben, who would it be? And obviously, I want to put Reed Richards because of Dr. Doom. What if it's the Maker, right? But that's not my pick. That's not my pick. I would love to put the Thing, because everyone loves the Thing, right? But we already have 2 big characters with Hulk and Penny Parker. Johnny, I just don't see Johnny happening, man. We already have too much fire going on with Magic and Ghost Rider. I'm gonna put Sue here. You need a chick in the past. This is me redeeming myself from my video. I'm gonna put Sue Storm in there, right? If you go with Malice as the costume, or Malice as the main character. Who knows? Maybe the reason the F4 aren't in here is because they're dealing with some shit. The craziest thing they could do is if we get the Fantastic Four all in one, and not Super Skrull, just, again, weird space shit is going on, so, you know, you use Johnny's fire, and then you swap out to Reed, and then Sue, and then Ben as the finisher. I don't know, right? Or maybe they're in, like, the super move, but I'm gonna go with Sue Storm as my second pick. I'm locking that in. Third pick is crazy. I'm gonna go with a wild character here. And look, I feel like somebody beat me to the punch. I would have put Beta Ray Bill here, but I saw someone else say Beta Ray Bill. I'm not doing Beta Ray Bill. I'm gonna go even crazier, because again, I feel like I'm going schizo, man. Like I'm drawing on the wall, trying to figure out what they're gonna do. I don't know how Marvel feels about the Inhumans. I'm gonna go with Lockjaw, bro. I'm gonna go with Lockjaw. Lockjaw would be a crazy pull. As much as I would love to put Black Bolt and Medusa, I don't see them being able to do a full moveset with Black Bolt. Medusa I can, but I think the funner choice, and you already have Kamala Khan in the game as like his buddy if you want to view it that way, is Lockjaw. Okay, we need a Humans rep. It's time to bring him back. I hope to do something with them with the MCU reboot that's coming. Lockjaw is going to be my third character. But my fourth character, you already know who it is. It is going to be Sentry. I fucking love Sentry, dog. I just finished reading the recent run. It was whatever, but I don't give a fuck. I'm ripping Sentry, bro. I wish I could rip my shirt off, right? But I don't know if YouTube would like that. I'm gonna go with Sentry, and you can swap into the Void. Boom, there you go. That's your 2 quirky characters in one. That's my DLC pick, and the stage you already know them. So, that's where we're gonna end this off here. Let me know what you think. I'm pretty heated right now, and it's not just because my AC sucks and I have like my mini AC portable here, right? I'm heated up because I'm so pumped. I love being a comics fan, I love being a nerd, and I'm glad you guys could do this with me. So let me know down below what you guys think. My name is Demis, and I'll catch you on the next one. Adios.